All right, good evening and welcome to our weekly team chat on Zoom. Today is Monday, March 11th, and we are jumping in here today to chat about launching your Stella and Dot business strong. That's whether you're a brand new stylist or maybe you're a seasoned stylist who wants to dive back in. One of the great things about this business is that it can flex with your life. So if you have other priorities during certain times of the year or certain months or whatever, you can completely put the business on the back burner. But sometimes it can feel a little tricky when you want to dive back in of knowing where to start. So no matter what situation you're in, or even maybe you've been totally engaged with your business and you're just feeling kind of stuck and not really sure what to do next, I've honestly found that, over the past over 5 years of being a stylist, that anytime I'm feeling that way, if I apply the exact same principles that I would train a brand new stylist to do, it always works. So we're going to dive in with this, and it also conveniently ties in with some of the amazing perks from home office that we have right at our fingertips for the month of March. And it all comes back down to the power of 4. 4 is kind of a magic number when it comes to launching your business or relaunching your business or just keeping it going strong. I honestly find that I feel that it's easier when you're doing trunk shows more frequently. You're just in a good groove. You're not feeling rusty. You have all of your trunk show display items packed up and ready to go. So doing 4 trunk shows a month is actually kind of easier than doing one every once in a while. And the way that and it's also the way that you want to get your business up and running too. We call it the power of 4 because not only is it 4 trunk shows in your first 4 weeks as a stylist, but you're also focusing on 4 different social circles. This is really the magical piece of it because it's allowing you to get in front of a wide variety of people that are also going to help connect you to future hostesses and stylists to join your team. That's how your network and your connections are going to grow organically, all the while you're doing a style session. So you're earning money, you're selling right there, and you're getting that future business queued up for growth and success in the future. The way that you want to start off is by building your who do you know list. So what you want to do is grab a piece of paper, just a regular old piece of paper from your computer, and turn it sideways like this. So you have a landscape type of piece of paper. Fold it into quarters so you have 4 columns. And then at the top of each one, write down 4 different social circles that you have. Now, there is no rule that you have to stop at 4. If you have more social circles that you would like to include them all. Include literally every single person that you know. But just for some examples, it could be family members, neighbors, coworkers, people that you're connected with through your kids, book club, the gym, any types of activities that you're involved in, church. The list goes on and on. So you've got the idea now. But you want to have at least 4. If you need help figuring out what those are, definitely talk to your sponsor, and they can help you brainstorm what your different social circles are. Then start listing every single person that you know within those different circles. Probably whoever is going to come to the top of your mind first is who you think might be most likely to be interested in Stella and Dot in some capacity. But make sure, and this is so key, so really soak this piece of it up, make sure that you are including absolutely everybody, even that person that you've never seen them wear a lick of jewelry. Maybe they're not very fashionable. Maybe you think that they would no way in the world book a trunk show or even be interested in shopping, but just take those predictions and toss them out the window and include every single person. You can even get down to including people like that girl that's always walking her dog or the Starbucks barista that I always see. So maybe there are some of these people that you have in your life and you might not even know their name yet. And so you want to include those people on your list too. as your business grows over time, you're always going to be adding more people to this list, both through people that you meet directly through your business at trunk shows and through people that you meet just being a regular social person that's out there and on the go. We're always meeting new people, and so you always want to refresh your who do you know list and keep adding people. This is an exercise that I do at least every quarter. Okay, so once you've included all those people on your list, you've got your who do you know list of who you're going to reach out to. What do you do next? It's time to start reaching out to get those first 4 bookings with your 4 different hostesses. So what you want to do in this step is to start reaching out to all the people, but I think it's great to start off with who you think might be the most likely to say yes. That's just efficient, right? And they might say no. It's all about just putting the word out there to as many people as you can, knowing that you're going to have to reach out to about 10 people in order to get 1 yes. So yes, those social butterflies, those fashionistas, those hostesses with the mostest are going to pop to your mind first and might be most likely to say yes. But if they say no, don't be discouraged. Maybe they're just having a really busy month, or maybe they just hosted a Pampered Chef party. You never know what's going on. There could be something crazy going on in their life that you don't even know about. And I think sometimes it can be really easy to internalize it, to take it personally, rather than just kind of saying, hey, thanks for letting me know, and move on to the next person. I actually reached out to 20 people on Friday about being a stylist, and I did it through voice texts on my phone. So I was doing that, and that's not something that I've normally done. I was kind of trying something new and hoping to make it feel really personal to each person that I was reaching out to, rather than making them feel like it was just some sort of like copy and pasted message. So I wanted to test that out. And I got 0 responses back, you guys. Nobody responded to me. But hey, I'm reaching out to them on a Friday afternoon. They probably have other stuff going on. And, I'm not going to take it personally. I followed up with all of those people today with a quick message. Hey girl, did you get my voice text on Friday? Because honestly, I kind of was like, I don't really know if it worked. Like, that wasn't like a fake, like, oh, I don't know how voice texting works. I'm like, did it actually come through? And I think I would have to go back and double check. I think I got about 5 replies from people where we actually were able to start a conversation through texting. And one of them I'm going to be chatting with on the phone on Wednesday. So that's just to give you an example and some perspective on how the follow-up is really important, and how that large number of people that you're reaching out to is really going to be the key. So start reaching out like crazy. Honestly, if you're just getting started and diving into this now, I would make your who do you know list tonight and start reaching out tomorrow, and do like 20 tomorrow and 20 on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, follow up with the first 20, and on Friday, follow up with the second 20. And that's going to get the ball rolling for your business to get started strong. Now, once you do that this week, you don't have to do that every single week. The trick is to build some consistency in your business. And this is honestly where a lot of people just kind of get tripped up. So now that you've done that first 40, what you want to fall into is a habit of reaching out to 10 people every single week using this exact same method. But now that you've done the first 40, doing 10 a week is going to be a breeze. It's going to be so simple. What I would really recommend is taking a look at your calendar and your schedule and figuring out just a 30-minute time block where you can actually do that, and schedule it into your calendar. If you know you need a reminder on your phone, set a reminder on your phone every Monday at X time, whenever you want to do it in your schedule. The key is that this business is flexible around when you want to work, but not if you want to work. If you want to make money, right? Like I said at the beginning of the call, of course you can always put it on the back burner in a certain season of your life, or a month, or if something else is going on. But if you have goals that you want to achieve, you got to put in the effort to make it happen. And luckily it's pretty simple. It's just a matter of actually doing it. Okay, so you've got those 4. So once you do those reach outs and follow up with people, you'll probably start to have those conversations going by the end of the week. The best tip that I can give you on sealing the deal with a date is that you're in charge of when your hours are. So know what days you have open that you'd like to book trunk shows, where you have that 2-hour window of time that you can take over your samples to her place. And when you are offering a show to somebody, make sure that you're offering 2 to 3 dates max. This makes it so much easier for her to be able to quickly like line it up with her calendar and see, okay, she said she has the 17th, the 20th, and the 24th. What am I doing those days? Am I free? Okay, this either matches up or it doesn't. Rather than having her be in charge and tell you when she's free, that's just like overwhelming, and it's going to be so much more back and forth. So just a little tip there. Another tip just with your wording is to be sure that you're offering rather than asking. Never ask somebody if they want to host a trunk show, because they honestly probably don't even know what that means. And chances are, if you ask someone a yes or no question that they don't really know the answer to or understand what it is, human nature, they're just going to automatically say no. So be sure that you're offering and saying, I would love to do a style session for you. My hostesses get great perks. I would love to hook you up. Something really simple like that, but making it sound really desirable. And then again, offering those 2 to 3 dates to keep it really simple. We have a really great tool at our fingertips to help seal the deal for March, because we've all heard it, or if you're brand new and you haven't heard it yet, you can expect to hear that, oh my gosh, March is so busy. Can we do April? I would say, oh, absolutely. We can definitely pick a date in April, but I just want to make sure, if we can push it up and have a quick happy hour, even as early as next week, you're going to get this extra bracelet on top of all the rest of your rewards. That is that fabulous Keeley bracelet that we are able to give our hostesses for free with their qualified trunk show. All the details about that are in the lounge. Of course, you can always ask your sponsor if you check those FAQs and you're still confused about something. You can run it by her to make sure that you totally get it. But all of that information is right there in the lounge. So that's a great hook to book a little sooner. But at the end of the day, if she wants to book in April or May even, set a date, right? Just get it on the calendar now, because a future booking is future income and future growth in your business. So there's nothing wrong with that. The other great thing that we have from home office is a fun incentive that if we hold our 4 shows in March, then we can get entered to win a spot to go to Stella and Dot's first ever pop-up shop that is taking place this month, or starting this month, in Dallas. And you can earn a spot. There's going to be 4 spots for ladies who have those 4 trunk shows. And shout out to Lisa, who's on the call now. She already has 4 shows booked. So girlfriend, you are well on your way to getting those shows qualified and getting your name in the hat to be one of those 4 stylists who get to go to Dallas with Danielle Redner and experience that pop-up in person. That's pretty exciting. And then, of course, on top of those other, those 4 hostesses, the other style session that you can book is your own. If you're brand new and just getting started, that's a great way to, you don't want to only focus on that, because you want to make sure that you're getting in front of those new hostesses who are going to introduce you to people that you don't already know, so that you can grow. But what I would do is, as you're doing those reach outs this week, maybe look ahead and set a date before the end of the month for your own show, so that if people either say no to hosting or not for this month, you can invite them to your show. And if you are a seasoned stylist, if you haven't done your own show, even since in like the last 2 months, I would go ahead and get your own show on the books. It's a great way to kind of remind all of your friends how cute the line is, how much they love it, and a great way to just easily kickstart things into motion. Okay, the other piece that is really, really key, both for brand new stylists and seasoned stylists who are jumping back in, that is going to drastically improve and impact not only your success, your earnings, but your fun factor, right? Mostly everyone joins because you love the product and you want to have fun. No one's doing this because they want to be miserable, right? So why not make it even more fun? The best way that you can do that is to bring on a buddy. If you are in your jumpstart You absolutely want to do this because you have at your fingertips an $800 shopping spree. You plus somebody that you help get started as a stylist, each of you doing a show or two, you're going to promote to this really cool level called Associate Stylist, which is going to unlock so many perks for you. Not only will you get added coaching commissions, you're going to get that $800 bring along a friend bonus, and you're going to get to be able to register for our Hoopla conference in Denver for free. So there's some serious perks there, and you're going to be recognized as an emerging leader in the field. So that's super cool. Really, really easy and simple. If you're thinking like, oh my gosh, but how will I know how to help a new stylist get started when I'm brand new? No big deal. Your sponsor is going to be there to help co-coach the two of you together every step along the way. So you don't have to be worried that you need to know it all. But here's what's going to happen too. You're actually going to learn everything more effectively because the two of you are going to be learning together. You're going to be having more fun. If it's somebody who's local to you, you can like share jewelry at the beginning. As you build your displays, you can go to meetings together to your local meetup. You can be chit-chatting back and forth of getting a bunch of ideas and just having so much fun. And it's really going to make you more successful over the long term. That's something that we actually know from home office statistics. Statistically, 2 stylists that start at the same exact time, one sponsors and one does not. The one that sponsors is going to go on to have a longer like longevity as a stylist and earn more along the way as well. So it's a really great way to get more out of being a stylist. And if you're not a new stylist and you're jumping back in, you're definitely going to get all those same benefits as that, you know, a brand new stylist sponsoring in terms of increasing your success, increasing your fun. But there's perks for you too, because now with our monthly product and more program, you're going to get the sponsor matching bonus of $100 in product credit when your newly sponsored stylist hits her quick start. And again, you can always lean on your upline to help you train your new stylist and get her started strong. In fact, it's her job to do it. So she's going to reach out to you both anyways. Okay. I think that's basically it. And this is a great time for us to open up for any questions and slash Jess and Virginia, if there is anything that I missed, feel free to jump in and share.
I definitely don't think you missed anything. I would just echo the follow-up because it was actually funny because I kept telling my husband, so I did a pop-up last month because I didn't have a lot of shows and I was shocked. It went super well. I got like 10 new customers. And so after they all got their product, I reached out and, you know, just said, hey, I wanted to make sure you were 100%, you know, delighted, and kind of followed up with the opportunity to host. And I didn't hear back from anybody. Not even a single person responded to me. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to treat this like, you know, the 4 follow-ups. And so I second reach out, I got out of 10, 5 people responded like within 5 minutes, you know? And so I just think definitely there's a lot of power in that follow-up. So if you're reaching out to people, especially as a new stylist, and people are not responding on your first reach out, do not be afraid to follow up with them. I mean, people are just way too busy. I'm super busy. And I mean, I'll do it sometimes too when I see people. Honestly, people do not follow up with me. I mean, I have so many friends that have side hustles and they reach out once and it's done. They do not follow up. But if somebody does follow up with me, I will almost always respond. So just thought.
Yeah, I think it's good. That's such a good point, Virginia, to bring it back to yourself and like what are our own habits, because I do the same thing. I actually had 2 people that like one was a Stella and Dot related thing and one wasn't, that I just totally had missed their texts. And thankfully I went back through and was kind of checking, did I miss anything? Because seriously, one was somebody who wanted to order something and I just totally missed it. And thank goodness I kind of know I should go back and look through and make sure there was nothing that I missed, because I know that that can easily happen. And obviously it wasn't like I was like trying to ignore her, right? But I think when it happens to us, especially when we're feeling a little bit vulnerable and putting ourselves out there as like, hey, this is my new venture, or like I'm diving back in, we can automatically, because again, it's just human nature. We automatically go to like, oh my gosh, she hates me. Like, this was such a bad idea. And we totally take it personally instead of thinking about it as, okay, she probably read my text at a red light and then the light turned green and it's no big deal. But on that point too, following up is what professionals do. And if you want to get paid like a professional, act like one. So follow up, offer that great customer service that customers are going to love you for. And that's what's going to help build those relationships with people that will keep them coming back to you again and again because they know that you're going to do a good job. I think that's a good point too. Something I started doing, which for everyone who's either just getting started or those of you who are diving back in, I have been really liking my results with this. What I've been doing is actually after a style session, within 48 hours, so either like the next day or the following day, I just sit down and send a text to every single person just to say thank you for shopping with me. And that kind of just creates that connection quickly so that I'm fresh on their mind. They can like still remember who I am, right? And then when I go, then I send another text a couple of days later, like once they've gotten their order. And when I used to do that, I would not get very many responses from people. Even though all I'm asking them is like, hey, did you get your earrings? Wanted to make sure you love them. I would get like very low responses on that. But now that I'm kind of doing those order follow-ups as the second reach out, I'm getting a lot more responses. And I think it's doing a good job. I think it's really helping like forge the connection and create an expectation from the customers that they're going to hear from me. Awesome. Okay, well, we will go ahead and wrap it up then. If anybody has listened to the recording, thanks for taking the time out of your day. Thanks to Lisa and Virginia and Jess for being on this tonight. If you have any questions and you're watching the recording, of course, comment them on our team page or reach out to your upline with any questions about that. Next week, our call is going to be on Tuesday, which is, let me say the date. It is Tuesday the 19th. It's going to be the same time here on Zoom, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And that is going to be a training on a topic. We don't have a topic picked out yet, but would love any suggestions of things that people would like to learn more about. So feel free to submit those suggestions, and otherwise we'll pick something fun. And we are going to be doing a topic call once a month, always going to be on the third week of the month. So send lots of suggestions our way and we'll have a lot of things to discuss. Okay, how to use Dottie. That's a really good idea. Thank you for that, Lisa. All right, well, that is where we will wrap things up. I hope that everybody has a great rest of your evening, and good luck with building that who do you know list, taking action on reaching out, and then following up to really seal the deal and get your calendar packed up for March and the rest of your spring. Good night, everyone.